What were you laughing about? That's the question.
I think the first part.
Oh, really? So what you're saying, Obs, is that you were farting.
No,
That's that's like the most disgusting thing.
you're a liar.
I can't believe you'd do such a thing.
Liar. Lies.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children over the parent age of 18, because quite frankly, you should be. If you're in this channel right now, you should be over the age of 18. Uh, I'm under attack by acute biological warfare by my lovely woman, and it's terrible. Albie, what's cracking, man? Hope you're doing good. How are we? My lovely woman. Yeah, we sound good. We sound good. Albie, I hope you're doing well, my friend. It's been a great day in news. World records are being broken all week long. We'll be here through Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't heard, the Falcons lost to the Parrots. The New England Parrots beat the Atlanta Falcons. What's that, honey?
Patriots.
No, it's New England Parrots.
Patriots.
There's no Patriots in Boston. They're all liberals. Oh man, I would tell you, Albie, it was terrible, buddy. It was terrible. I will survive. I will survive. But it was pretty rough. She's a good gal. She's a good Jewish gal. Only wants to take care of her mother. So, not my Super Bowl champ hashtags. We got some news about the hashtag, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's going to be quite interesting news report this week. Here's some headlines for you. Obama goes wild. Wild. Oh, okay. But she has to cross, so I have to turn the camera off. All right, you guys watch some puppies. All right, go ahead, honey. They have like a black screen with the occasional puppy that crosses.
Okay.
All right. So, starting in our headlines, Obama goes wild, man. Obama is caught like you've never seen him before. No, they don't have a black screen. Never seen Obama like this before. Give you a little hint. It's actually quite cool to see a man of his stature taking care of business. And I'm really proud to say that he is enjoying his vacation now. I guess he's on perpetual vacation now, because before he was on a lot of vacations, but not really, because he was kind of technically working. But now he is working, but not really working. He just lives like 2 blocks from the White House, but he's on vacation. He's like in Cancun, Cozumel.
I think he's going to run over and piss on Trump's bushes every morning.
He probably runs over and pees on the Trumpian bushes. I mean, that's okay. I mean, he can do that as long as he doesn't get caught.
I'm sure they let him in.
They'd probably arrest him.
Really?
They were like, Mr. Trump, Mr. President, you had some guy on your property completely, peeing all over your stuff.
Some young guy.
Right. Yeah. This is what's going on in your country today. Yeah. Fuck good hell. Yeah. Hey, there's no hard feelings there about the Super Bowl ever. Nothing. It's good. Everything's fine. Right. No change. Just, some random yard, Massachusetts. Fuck that. It's freaking great, man. Americans, you guys are killing me. I don't know whether to hug you or just slap. What's going on? Hey, Wendy. Oh, we're just getting started. I got a bunch of stuff, man. We've got a bunch of headlines. Pretty interesting stuff. And okay, so let's talk about world records. Let's talk about everything that's being broken in the country. You've got the Dallas Patriots beating the Atlanta Falcons for
Dallas Patriots.
When the Dallas Patriots?
Oh my God, you're killing me right now.
Or was it the Bostonians? In case you guys are wondering, infamous Coventry. Wow, good stuff. Jay, you guys are doing. Tell your boy down there, he's doing well. All right.
John can make a juice now.
Yeah, John doesn't play. He does good work. I know it's the New England Patriots. Jeff, I love you too, bud. Hey, look, Jeff. You can say F Obama all you want.
Well, he said F back on that jet ski.
He did. He said F back on the jet ski. First the Cubbies and then this. Hey, New England, they were favored to win from the very beginning. They broke a record. And that's what we're talking about here. Breaking records. 5-time Super Bowl champs. 7 times for the coach. 6 or 7 times for the quarterback.
5.
Was it? Oh, Brady's 5th time? Well, good. I'm happy for New England for not letting the guys who've never been there actually continue to whoop your ass. I don't know if they choked. I know the last play of the game, his knee was down and the ball hadn't crossed the line, but who cares?
He was in the room.
New England was crushing. Yes, it was the first overtime, right?
Tell everyone hello for me.
Ob says, tell everyone hello for me. Her Kiari's kicked in pretty good, and she's having a pretty tough time. Am I drunk brat? No, absolutely not. But Obama goes wild, and that's the beauty of it. You guys haven't seen this. Some other headlines that we got is the hashtag dead. I saw Albie posted up in the room, not my Super Bowl champions hashtag, right? Trace D, that is not your obs, it's my obs.
Trace!
Okay, so she's saying hi to you. Is the hashtag dead? The big advertisers ditch social media and ditch the whole hashtag thing. They're not feeding the Twitter frenzy. And why is that? Because your president uses Twitter to communicate with his base. And I found it kind of interesting that happened, but it's very, very true. The headline reads, by thedailymail.com, is the hashtag over? Researchers reveal Super Bowl ads have abandoned them. Abandoned hashtags, Facebook URLs, and Twitter for URLs. Out of 66 ads during the Super Bowl, only 30% of them had a hashtag, while 41% included the URL. This year, it had a 15% decrease in the number of hashtags used inside of the commercial. So, I think Twitter, they only had 5 instances in where Twitter handles were used, and then in Facebook, I think there was only 4 mentions in 66 ads. So that's kind of huge, man. It's one of those things where you're seeing society change from the way they digest news and new stuff. You know, I mean, it's pretty interesting. The leftist fight club trains students how to beat up on Republicans. That's always a good subject to talk to. First time ever the U.S. Senate voted 50-50 for the cabinet appointee, where the vice president had to step in and make the deciding vote. Never before has a Senate deadlocked over... What are you yawning about over there? And I should be. I should be hugging a puppy and coloring the coloring book, but I need the kind of colorings sticks that I can eat because I like to eat crayons and they taste good. Okay, so that's going on there. Iran's getting a little bit louder. Obamacare repeal is stalling out. I said Obamacare.
Obama.
Obama. Obama. Yes. Pence was at the game in a booth. You know, Wendy, a lot of people are on the fence with Trump because they don't know exactly when he's going to shut the fuck up. You know, he made his point. He got elected. I say good for you, and let's rock and roll. Let's run the country. He's off to a great start. He's definitely exerting his executive orders just in a fashion that everybody expected him to. He's the first president in my lifetime to actually fulfill promises. Seriously, like all of them in the first week. I don't know how that works, but it did. You know, and when you look at and you hire somebody as the president, because that's what happens when the American public elects somebody, they hire them. And I watch it back, actually, you shouldn't look, but you can't help yourself, right? You've got to tip your hat to Trump. You have to. If you're a righty, a lefty, whatever you are, tip your hat to him. He's doing the job. That's what he was elected to do. Good for him. Vote differently in 4 years if you don't like him. So, oh, there's Obs. She's telling everybody she can't come on, but she's here. She can hear me, and she can shout, and you guys can hear her.
I can see you.
She can see the chat, kind of, sort of. San Francisco, California announces free college for all residents. It's free. Oh, great. Go get it. Become a citizen of San Francisco. Go get your college education for free. I think you should go. I think it's great. The quality of the... Exactly, Cheech. All right. So here's what's going to happen. I know you guys are already tired of me talking about politics, so I'm going to put a winner in the room.
A winner for what?
And the third winner is going to win a free college education in San Francisco. I'm going to pay your college if you're this winner. You are going to school on the government in San Francisco, and the winner is Joe Peters. Joe Peters, congratulations, my friend. You have won a free college education in San Francisco, California.
Not really.
No, that's what they're doing. They announced this free college for all residents. All you have to do, there's some qualifications. You should just go and join the liberal masses. Okay, so here we go. San Francisco reaches. Oh, do not autoplay. Do not autoplay. Okay, good. I got silence. San Francisco reaches a deal for free tuition at City College. Joe Peters, this is the details on what you've won, my friend. This is what you've won, Joe. City College of San Francisco will be free of charge to all city residents under a deal announced Monday by Ed Lee, who's the mayor, and the supervisor Jane Kim that college trustees hope will lead to an enrollment jolt and more state funding for the school. Under the agreement, which is expected to take effect in the fall, the city will pay $5.4 million a year of your money to buy out the $46 credit fee usually paid by the students. The city's contribution will also provide a $250 semester to full-time low-income students who already receive a state-funded fee waiver. They will be able to use the money to pay for books, transportation, school supplies, and health fees. Part-time students will be free with free waivers will get $100 a semester for the exact same purpose. So there you go, man. It's great. Oh, Zen Buddha, we're not talking about staying and working. Just become a resident of the city of San Francisco and go to college for free. It's wonderful. The city, it's nothing. $5.4 million worth. They're just going to write the check. Oh, they just didn't realize that number was because they're only at 60% capacity. Oh, what happens when they go to 100% capacity? Oh, now it's $10.1 million check. Right now, hold on. Now, that's a lot of taxpayer money. They got to go. Now, where are they going to get their money? They're going to have to increase taxes again in California. So, you know what's funny, Albie? And that's the fact is, what's going on, Ginger Simmons? It is so expensive to breathe in San Francisco. Go buy a Royale with cheese in San Francisco and see how much that particular Big Mac costs you. I'm sorry, that quarter pounder with cheese costs you. Because it's ridiculous, man. You know, the hamburger that in Georgia costs you $2.89 in San Francisco costs you $7.24. So
What?
yeah, that's the way it is.
Get out of town.
50% of it goes to the government, and then they charge you sales tax
On a hamburger?
on a hamburger
Shut up.
from McDonald's. Go get her done. And break time, go get that line. Jeff, you're absolutely card. Trace D, you know how it goes in San Francisco. California is definitely they do swim against the mainstream of life, and it's okay. You know, it takes all types in this country. We need everybody. I think Jeff Heldreth wants to go to the lobby to get himself a snack. So.
Mercy.
I am vaping today on Coventry as previously.
Right? Trey? Look what Trey said. That's funny.
All right. Oh, yeah. If you guys have not tried this e-liquid, it is this is strawberry cake, right, babe?
It is a strawberry cake.
Yeah.
And I stole it from Nitro, and you stole it from me.
That's right. Walter received for the Mod Envy review a big old satchel, and we're going to call it a satchel because it just sounds good to say that word, right? Satchel. It's like satchel. You know, like, I mean, it does kind of sound good to say this. For all you Super Bowl fans out there.
I like what Trey said.
What's that?
Read it.
I can't read it. I'm filling this tank with this glass bottle, which I loathe. For ladies and gentlemen out in the crowd, if you're a juice maker, Jimmy, get rid of the glass. John. Well, there's a juice maker out there named Jimmy too.
Yep.
He's good too.
Yep.
Convert Alcatraz to community college, free room and board, right? And the only way you graduate is you have to swim across the channel. It's been done before. Clearly, it's been done before. Vape in Mayfield from Infamous. Seriously, that is the chocolate, I believe.
Yes, Jimmy makes Infamous. John makes my white chocolate that I love so much.
The Coventry
John
through the Baby
handshake.
Beast is oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
Balls out. Zen, I've gotten to the point where since we converted Swagger to all plastic, since OBS converted Swagger to all plastic, I thought it cheapened the brand a little bit.
Yeah.
But man, you're crazy. These caps all back off. They get a little PGVG on there. They back off. They leak. They go down here. It gets all in your cup holders in your car, on your sleeve. It drips down your hand. You're like, you know, you look like a crackhead going down the road.
It's not just that. It's just faster with plastic.
Exactly, Trace D. Swim across the channel, and then you get to walk with your class. You know, the School of Alcatraz.
Yes, it's free room and board. She said it.
Free, yeah, it was great. It was great. But Cheech is happy. Cheech wins a free education. I'm gonna put another winner in the room because we're gonna do this one more time. Winner in the room.
Why all of them but Fluid, Albie?
Yeah, because Fluid cracks Cloud's glass. It eats glass.
No, he said that he likes plastic for everything but Fluid.
Well, because Fluid eats glass. It chews it up.
You mean it eats plastic?
Yeah, it eats plastic. That's what I meant.
Okay.
So this winner in the room, the winner is Zen Buddha. Zen Buddha, if you want a free college education, some stipulations may apply. Just move to San Francisco, become a resident, and starting this fall, the city will write your tuition check right to that college.
Black balls are not good.
Yeah, hope you can swim. So, Zen Buddha, congratulations. I'm very, very, very proud to give away 2 college educations on one show. I'm so, you know what I'm feeling? I ain't gonna do it again. That's kind of, Okay, we're just going to transition to this real quick. I mean, I don't know who Goodell is. I don't know who that person is. But the person whose yard, I know who Goodell is, but the person whose yard that is really took some time to express their opinion, and then the chopper flying by or the drone shot that came from is absolutely priceless. And Obbs is in the room talking about black balls, and Trey's D wants people to swim across Alcatraz. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. You guys should. Can't we all just love one another? Can't we all
without blue balls?
Can't we all just be friends? You know, I mean, there's so much stuff happening in the country today. I mean, you've got a leftist fight club training students to beat up Republicans. Now, this comes to us all the way from this is my fantastic example of a legitimate source. This is the Leadership Institute, aka the Campus Reform. This is one of those. This doesn't have a left wing or a right wing. You know, they're not leaning either way. They're not trying to sway your opinion, except for the Knights for Socialism group at the University of Central Florida held a workshop Sunday to teach left-wing students how to bash the fash with the leftist fight club, open to everyone but Republicans. Rule number 1, you don't talk about Fight Club. Rule number 2, there's no rules! Wait, there's one rule! There's one rule. The Knights for Socialism group at the University of Central Florida held a workshop Sunday to teach the left-wing leaning students how to bash the fash with the leftist fight club open to everyone but Republicans. In response to the record number of hate crimes against Latinos, immigrants, Muslims, women, and the LGBTQIA plus community.
TQIA.
Yeah, you know, guys, I love gay people. I do. And I think if you are a man and you want to dress as a woman, that's fine. Do you, bro? Okay, but if you're a man dressed as a woman that wants to go into the girls' restroom while my daughter's in there, I become a mixed martial arts expert. You know, you may identify as a woman. I identify as, Hoist Gracie, right? And if anybody ever watches MMA, then now I'm showing my age because Hoist Gracie was the winner of 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, man. Oh, right, Tracy. I bet you do. Duh. But why does it have to be the LGBTQIA plus community? I mean, I guess the plus stands for everything, but it's really, I mean, how that acronym, Tracy, tell me how long?
Ozzy said, "Prepare to die."
How long is that acronym going to become? I'm just curious. So anyways, back to the article. Record number of hate crimes against Latinos, immigrants, Muslims, women, and the LGBTQIA plus community, Jews, African Americans, and other minorities since the rise of Donald Trump and other alt-right neo-Nazis. The Knights for Socialism has decided to host a series of self-defense clinics for anyone that wants to learn how to bash the fash. Asserts the Facebook event page for Leftist Fight Club, the Rumbles at Lake Claire. Now, the event is open to everyone and anyone except the Republicans. Now, we tune into who turned in. Well, they were all sniffling and snorting at their cell phones, inviting their bigger brothers there to fight the fight for them. And I don't know how that all worked out. And I hope that they are happy with the 22-minute average response time of all law enforcement in this country. Meanwhile, the Republicans were, probably arming themselves with their hate crime-inducing assault weapons and preparing to take over a third world country. What is wrong with you?
Oh, my head is spinning.
Is it spinning? Yes. LGBT sums it up exactly, Trace. That's it.
Why is there chocolate on the bed?
I do not know why. Okay,
why.
I will drop a link in the
You should
room.
be ashamed of yourself.
There you go. Now I want you guys to also understand that when a news article, and this is the reason for politically incorrect with Rhino Serious here, or Rhino and Obs, when a news article reads like this: in response to the record number of hate crimes, list all the minorities here, and other minorities since the rise of Donald Trump and other alt-right neo-Nazis. They're calling Donald Trump an alt-right neo-Nazi.
What? No, let's not
Okay.
talk about Nazis.
Let's read this again in plain English. And other minorities since the rise of Donald Trump and other alt-right neo-Nazis. So what does that mean? They are inferring, they're impressing their opinion upon you that Donald Trump is a neo-Nazi. And it's absolutely stupid.
Well, you know, that's opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
The description explains that a local amateur boxer was on hand to teach basic hand-to-hand combat techniques at the self-defense clinic in order to help the socialist students better protect themselves from potential hate crimes. Now, if you're a true socialist, you don't have to worry about hate crimes. That's what the police are for. What a waste of time. Potential hate crimes performed by those sympathetic to Donald Trump and other alt-right neo-Nazis. Oh my God, it's absolutely crazy. Stop the alt-right. Well, there you go. Ban puppies. Go hug a puppy. Why wouldn't they? What, Jeff? Yeah, be specific in your questions.
You should go hug
He is and has done a bang-up job so far. And I'll tell you, Ozzy, I think he has. Whether I agree or disagree with Donald Trump's policies, I think that he is delivering on his campaign promises, and that's all you can hope for in the candidate. Why are you sneezing?
I'm just allergic to almost bullshit.
Almost bullshit? Well, I'm going to tell you here. Obama goes wild, man.
I think people should go hug a kitty instead.
Obama is attacked. Obama has been attacked by obviously a racist white guy. This picture is very disturbing. I've actually got to show this now.
The picture is awesome. He's actually smiling.
No,
and
he is not. He is in a fight for his life in this picture. I've got to show this now. This has got to get out there. This has got to go viral. I want you guys to call your senators and call your congress. Oh wait, we tried that with vaping and not a lot of people did that. So maybe you guys will call the police and we can get.
Let that man alone.
What's that?
Let him have some peace.
No, Obama's in good shape. I mean, literally, he's really.
He actually has. He's got like
he's in pretty good shape. I'm kind of jealous of his girlish figure.
Yeah.
You know, because he's got like abs and.
Like the penis picture I sent you.
And me, and I have one.
Like the penis picture I sent you.
You sent me a penis pic.
Yeah, and you said that the guy's penis had muscles.
Yeah. Well, the guy was absolutely ripped. Now, this is Obama being attacked by clearly, this is a white alt-right neo-Nazi attacking President Obama. Why? Where's the outrage? Where's the outrage? I'm outraged. Somebody call the police. It clearly says 250 on that Yamaha motor, which means something important like the horsepower or something. But he is under attack. We have to protect. Yes, he was kite surfing today. That's absolutely correct. Ding, ding, ding. The prize goes to Ozzy. Ozzy, you win a free college education in San Francisco. All you got to do is get there, move in, and sign up for your classes this fall. Put your name on the list right now. Done. So, No, they
I
didn't.
can't kite
No,
surf.
they didn't say he was being attacked.
Can you kite surf?
I can. Okay. I take this back. When I was a teenager, yeah, he was cool, man. What is wrong with this guy? Is out here having a ball. He is kite surfing. He is enjoying his extended now vacation. It's like perma vacation while he was in the White House. Just kind of a part-time vacation there. But that's cool, man. He's enjoying his life. He's out there smiling. It looks like he's using a little bit of hair dye. He's not as gray as he was. And I say, good for you, Obama. Good for you. Oh, man, Bill Clinton was cool. Who didn't like Bill? I don't care if you're right wing, left wing, purple wing. It doesn't matter. You liked Bill Clinton. Everybody liked Bill. That president went on Saturday Night Live and hammered on the saxophone like a champ.
And he stooped everybody's wives.
And he was spreading his seed all over the world. He was known for that.
That's why the other presidents left him, because he would take care of their wives for a night.
Right. Like, hey, can you do that little thing you do with the thing? Like, hey, no worries, I got you. I will not have sex with that woman. Again. Well, maybe after Tuesday. So it was good.
I don't care who you are. You stop listening to Bill.
Bill was badass, man. Even when Bill Clinton spoke out at the Democrat National Convention, everybody shut up and listened.
Even people that were hard Republican shut up and listened.
That's it.
He is the best storyteller you ever did hear.
Well, I would tell you this. This is what I think is, let's see, save image as. There we go.
What's the chat saying?
I'll check you here in a second. I'm signing up Ozzy for his free education in San Francisco. I had to make sure it goes up. Bad enough you had him as a governor. He did have a balanced budget. The Congress did what they were supposed to do, and we were not at war. One Armed Bandit says he was talented with a cigar. Well, yes.
Hell yeah.
And he also had a balanced sex life with, well, not with Hillary, but, with everybody else. So
I wonder if he teaches classes on Cigar 101.
He may teach some classes on Cigar 101.
We should sign up for that in San Francisco.
While we're taking our free classes.
That's right.
I think it's great. And this just in, the final
countdown.
The final picture. This is the final countdown. The final picture of Obama's. Okay, here's the thing. Is everybody tried to explain Obama's 10 years president, the 8 years he was here, and so a hard right wing organization just described the end of his presidency with this. Now, keep in mind, this came from Fox News. This is biased reporting. But after day 5 of Donald Trump in office, this is what happened to Obama. Actually, Obama was kite surfing when he heard about Trump's latest tweet, and that's what happened. He just wipe out. It's terrible. It's terrible. They should not have reported that. There's a fake news. No, it's actually really happened. What, Wipeout?
Yep, that was a great song. Oh,
Arkansas just passed an internet sales tax? Well, hey, man.
Really?
We've had it in Georgia for freaking years. Hey, pay your 7%. Goes on top of the 33% you have to pay to the government. That's 7% more. Now, if you have ad valorem tax on the vehicle that you own a vehicle over $20,000, it's going to run you another $1,200, $1,400 for the tag, plus a fee every year on top of that. And then you've got your insurance that you have to carry.
We live in Oklahoma and pay massively for your car.
Right? And what you can do is on your insurance bill, look at the taxes that are taxed on the insurance bill. That's an extra 3.5% to 5.5% depending on what state you're in. So now we were at 33, then we were at 40, then another 5% on there. So it's 45 plus another 5% on the insurance tax. And then you got cell phone tax. Another cell phone tax, a tax. Right? God, is this country paying 60% taxes or what? Isn't that wonderful? And we can't even insure everybody in the rolls. We can't feed our homeless. You know?
Hell, you can't even feed dogs.
Yeah, it's hard for me to feed Obs. You know, she likes to eat a lot, always. Hey, that hurt. Okay, don't break anything, baby. This is the final countdown. You know what? Net neutrality. There is no net neutrality. If you believe in anonymity on the internet, you are fooling yourself, ladies and gentlemen. There is no anonymity on the internet. And it's kind of like this. There's been a change at my my full-time employer, okay, for example. And a previous employee that was there decided to delete everything on the computer. Right. Everything on the computer gets like, I'm going to show them. It took about 3.5 minutes for the IT guy to go into the server, dig it up, and send all those files back to his replacement. Just, there is no anonymity anywhere you look. No such thing. Don't get used to it.
Wait. Isn't that where Nemo lives?
Yes, anonymity is where Nemo the fish lives. And that's where Dory kind of stays away, because the anonymity will wind up biting you. Much like assumed anonymity on the internet will bite you. That's why I just get on here, put my face out here and be like, hey, this is my opinion. That way they'll see me in the grocery store and just be like, that's what usually happens. Because, with the 31 billion viewers that I have here, we just, it's hard. It's hard out here for a pimp who's trying to make the money to pay the rent. Well, the Cadillac gas money's been spent, honey. A whole lot of bitches are jumping ship, and that's the way that goes.
That one might be true.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All the bitches?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just trying to say. I got something to say. Dun, dun. What's going on, Penn and Kelly? Did you see the picture of Obama, Penn and Kelly? You got to see this. This is Obama being viciously attacked by some racist white guy.
No, who say racist?
Well, they say racist on every sentence,
no.
right? I'm just saying.
Don't be saying.
Oh, wow. That just happened. And then this happened. I know you guys can't see this yet, but this is what happened. Obama commenced to fighting, right? It's like ding, ding, ding. Ba, 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 ba. And then Obbs went rip. And then the whole boat. This is the picture at the bottom left is the whole boat sinking because Ob ripped ass. Penny the bomb is in the house, right, Wendy? So that's what happened. Obama got in a fight. Ob ripped one and sunk the whole ship.
You're a liar.
It's not Hugh Laurie, and I forget who it was. I probably actually.
Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie was House.
Yes.
It's Richard Branson is the gentleman's name. That's Richard Branson, live and in the flesh. He's not really live, but
it looks like Einstein.
Yeah, but you get the gist, right? I mean, him and Richard Branson out there on the lake today, kiteboarding, paparazzi around, snapping some pictures. I'm just spinning it so you can hear it from my perspective.
Oh my God, the nicotine is killing me here.
Well, go mix your. Yep, that's right, Albie.
Oh.
Go mix yourself up.
I can't. You put the nicotine where only 30-foot tall people can reach.
Well, there's a stepladder and an escalator. Well, hold on, Penn and Callie. You're not supposed to just look at the facts. You're just supposed to accept what I tell you as the truth and then go to Facebook and spread the word.
Oh, wait. No, that's just your girlfriend should do that.
Oh. Yeah, he does. Branson is, he's aging gracefully. But that man does have a couple years on him, right? Oh, Branson. I would tell you, Obama is probably one of the best looking graduating presidents, a full term president that I've ever seen. Honestly, I mean, Bill didn't look too bad, but Bill aged. He's swinging low. What do you mean? Oh, so what you're saying is Obama is, cliche, swinging low.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Wow. You got Penn and Callie calling people in the room ginger. I don't know what she has against redhead people, but dang it. It's terrible. She should call people gingers. That's racist. We should actually play a game called racism. That's racist.
No.
I mean, we could, spread some love to Goodell.
No.
We could. It probably makes sense to do this. This was found up in Massachusetts for you guys that missed this. Now, whether you wanted this person appointed to the Secretary of Education or not, it's regardless. But taking the time to do that in your backyard, kudos to you, dude. Man.
What did you do? Just write it in sand?
No, it's snow, baby. They traced it in the snow. Now, and you have to keep in mind, on this picture, you can see the cars parked in front of the parking lot. The F is the size of a bus or bigger. It's huge. Listen, that's huge. It's huge, right? And even Trump, I'm telling you now, Trump saw that and says, man, that's a guy after my own heart. Because he speaks his mind, right? I know, Penn. I was just playing. Yeah, they missed a foreplay. Never know. She got neighbors trying to do a klepto. Uh-oh. What are they trying to steal from you, Penny? That's not cool. That's scary. So Obama was learning to kite surf and wrestling with pal Richard Branson during the exotic giveaway while staying on Necker Island. I do not know what Necker Island is, but please understand I said the word neck. Necker, Necker Island. Necker Island. That really sounds bad when you say it slow. Iran. Yeah. Okay, I will kill the feed real quick. Let me go. Oh no! La. Okay. And go. You are clear. All right. So that's over with. All right. So get this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, probably written Necker Island. Yeah, black guy on Necker Island. It's like fat guy in a little coat, right? All right, so Iran pulls a missile from the launch pad after apparent prep for launch. So says U.S. officials. Now, this one comes from FoxNews.com, specifically Fox News World. Now, I'm not a big Fox News fan. Matter of fact, I call them faux news. F-A-U-X. Faux news, because they're just as bad as the other guys. So, but let's see what this one says. Iran removed a powerful missile from a launch pad east of Tehran within the past few days, Fox News has learned, and U.S. Iranian officials continue trading public barbs about the Islamic Republic's missile tests. Oh, I found out yesterday the neighbors going to be kicked out 6 months if they sign the lease for their... Uh-oh. The Senate blocking Trump's order on the travel ban. We'll get into that in a little bit. Everything's for due process, and this country is a great, great, great thing. Honestly, the Senate didn't block the ban. A judge in Washington, did the stay on the ban. Trump did the appeal, got denied in the appeals court, and blah, 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 blah. And they're going back and forth, back and forth. Hey, thank goodness for three-party system that keeps crazy-ass MFers from doing crazy-ass MFing stuff. If the Senate says no, then it don't go. There's a reason why Congress controls what they control. There's a reason why the president has the power that he has. There's a reason why the Supreme Court carries the duties that the Supreme Court has. There's a reason for all of these things. And thank goodness for it. There's a three-party system to protect us from tyranny. And you have to appreciate. You don't have to like it. You may think Donald Trump's the biggest fascist pig you've ever met. And you might believe that. And I might believe that. And I know Obbs might believe that. But that being what it is, does not matter. Because there are checks and balances in place. And come on, babe. There are checks and balances in place in this country that prevent the tyrannical running of the country. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. When Obama was president and the Republicans were running around with their hair on fire, oh, he's used the executive order. He's used the executive order. Okay. When Donald Trump comes in and undoes everything Obama did in one day with executive order. Now you got the Democrats running around with their hair on fire. Oh, he's using the executive order. But guess what? That's the president's power. He's allowed to do that.
Okay, I need to know what tyrannical means.
The act of tyranny.
Oh.
So, but when something gets a little out of whack, like a travel ban, which is what they're selling it to us as, although there's already been more intensive background checks for people traveling from those particular 7 countries. Okay? Hey, let the media spin it and let the Senate support the public. Support your constituency, ladies and gentlemen. That's all you have to do. You're elected officials. So, Penny Callie, take care of your husband. You ain't got to worry about us. Obama used, as far as executive orders go, I have not checked his final numbers against that of George W. Bush. However, George W. Bush did lead him going into Obama's 6th or 7th year in the amount of EOs that he launched. However, he also had 9/11. And 9/11 was the source of a majority. I wouldn't say a majority, but I would say a lion's share, roughly 30% or more, of the executive orders that George Bush Jr. did pass during his presidency. So for the right wing to say, well, Obama had the most of it, I'd like to fact check that. I just don't know. You know what? And Wendy, it's okay. That's the president's role. When Donald Trump ran for president, he said, this is what I'm going to do. And I'll be damned if that's what he's going to do. Yay! We finally have somebody who's delivering on their word. What? He's delivering on his word. Now, you can snore it all you want, but it's the truth. He is delivering on what he said he would do. And congratulations to Trump for doing that. Obama, though. Obama had... Okay. Let's Jeff Heldrick, I understand that you are a staunch Trump supporter, and I can respect that. I respect that opinion of yours. I, too, also voted for Donald Trump. I did. As also I wrote in the name Richard Nixon. Actually, Vermin Supreme. Or did I vote for somebody, it's called, there was only 2 in the state, Sweet Meteor of Death. Thank you very much. Huh?
You lied to me. You're sleeping on the couch.
I did not lie to you.
You did.
Obama's?
You told me that you voted for the third party nobody person.
I did. Sweet Meteor Death. You'll never know exactly what or who I voted for.
You just said you voted for Trump.
And then I also said I voted for Vermin Supreme and Sweet Meteor Death. Okay. Obama averaged the fewest executive orders since Grover Cleveland. Okay. So this is something that if you watch a lot of Fox News, and again, Heath, Heldridge, it's okay, man. Obama issued fewer executive orders on an average than any president since Grover Cleveland. Now, Rent is too damn high, right? Barack Obama averaged fewer executive orders per year in office than any U.S. president in 120 years. The executive orders he did issue, however, face an uncertain future under President Donald Trump. Now, I want you to understand that this comes from the Pew Research Center.
Pew.
Yeah, the Pew Research Center. This is more of a pew, 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 pshon, pshon. This is more of a middle of the road, a moderate. I wouldn't say they're 100% because they do lean right sometimes, but let's read the facts. Obama averaged 35 executive orders a year while he was in office, for a total of 277. George W. Bush, this is George Jr., okay, 36, 291 total executive orders. Roughly, what is that? That's going to be 16 more than, or 15 more than Obama did. Okay. Everybody liked old Bill Clinton, right? 364. 46 per year. Obama 35, George W. Bush 36. Ronald Reagan. Shut up. You know, this guy. What was his big thing?
Oh, well, he was an actor.
Yeah, he was an actor. 48 per year, total of 381, more than anybody ever. Now, let's get on the high side. Who in our historical, let's throw it all back, ladies and gentlemen, who passed the most? Freddie Roosevelt, with 307 executive orders, or damn near 10 times, it's roughly 8.75 times what Obama did, was Freddie Roosevelt. J. Edgar Hoover, 242 per year. Coolidge, 215 per year. Harding, Wilson, all coming in over the 200 mark. Let's go back to Abraham Lincoln. In his tenure, well, his short tenure, he was doing real good till he went to that theater. 12 total. Johnson 20, Grant 27. So for people to say that Obama had more executive orders than the conglomeration of all the other presidents combined is not true, because one, Franklin Roosevelt was 3,721 total. Obama only did 277. Obama, when he got elected, I made the call that he would be one of the most fiscally conservative presidents we ever had. Fiscally conservative, financially conservative. And he was. Granted, the debts grew. We were in 7 wars, blah, 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 blah. But he cut back so much on the poor in this country. And it's they're lucky they got a right-winger in office now. Isn't that right, honey?
Mm.
Are you sneezing yet?
Mm.
You sneezing?
Mm. You better got him out pillows.
Oh, so you're still protesting. Did you read those 28 or 38 pages from 9/11 implicating Saudi Arabia and us?
It's going to be the death of poor people.
They spent more in Clinton's Monica scandal than the entire 9/11 investigation. That's not true, Wendy. That's not true. That is absolutely not true. That is nowhere. They're still researching 9/11. Monica Lewinsky's scandal came and went. Literally all over a dress. It was there. Peanuts. Right? Came and went. Booyah! It's what doing a job. Just saying. Bill, aim better. Aim better, Bill.
You're not one to speak on that.
He's like 85. Could have shot up her nose or something. More pardons than anyone. Now, that's a good question, Jeff. That's a good question. Let's fact check pardons. Obama. No, we're not going to do not Obama pardons. That'll spin it. So, presidential pardons. Mass pardons, yes. Okay, let's see. James Garfield leads the pack in 1881 with 0. He didn't do any. He's like, hell no, y'all in jail, you staying in jail. Right? Let's see. Pardons granted by President Barack Obama. Presidential pardons. Info, please, is good. History and government. Here we go. George Washington, the #1 president of our country, the first one to be there. 16 total pardons. Let's skip to modern time. Let's see. Boo, 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 boo. James Buchanan. I said boo, 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 boo. Oof.
Like,
I'm like, pshaw. More from U.S. presidents. I want presidential pardons. There we go. Presidential pardons. Bring it. Give me a list. Damn it.
What's the chat saying?
1789 to president. I see the chat right here. Absolutely windy. Absolutely windy. You've got to be careful what you read on Facebook. And if it's right wing, left wing, whatever. I mean, the left wing is so in an uproar because they didn't think they could lose. They never thought they would be thrown out of office again. But what happens, and this is presidential political history, is when the right wing beats the left wing is going to become more dramatic and more aggravating, and they're going to beat the right wing. Okay? And when the right wing loses to the left wing, the right wing is going to get, and we're more important over here. Look at us. And they're going to beat the left wing. This is how we went from 5 justices on the Supreme Court to now 7. And the abortion argument, okay, is when the left wing gets back in power, they're going to say, we need more than 7 justices. We need 9 because they want to tip those scales. Right? And the right wing's going to say, no, we don't need that many. Or maybe the right wing says, no, we need 9 justices on the Supreme Court. It's an odd number because they want it to go more conservative. The politicians in this country are trying to manipulate us.
You know what they need?
Have to watch it.
You know what they need?
What do they need, baby?
They need to know when to roll them and know when to hold them and know when to walk away.
And know when to walk away?
And know when to run.
Yeah. And they also need to know that you never count your money. While you're sitting at the table.
Mm-hmm. They should learn, yeah. Yeah,
there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Amen.
I believe that. Okay, so most pardons ever as questioned. Here we go. Barack Obama, 2009 to 2017. It states here 64, which I know is a false number. He did a lot more than that. He did mass pardons. I don't think he didn't do pardons. He did what do they continue the stay? What's the
stay?
No, stay of execution is different.
Yeah.
It slipped my mind. Somebody fill me in. It says 64 for Barack Obama. I don't trust that number. This is info, please, and I don't think it's been done up. All right. Some of the other historical stuff may be correct. Bill Clinton with 456. Lyndon B. Johnson with 1,187. Franklin D. Roosevelt, most executive orders, most pardons, man, 3,687. Apparently, yeah, well, a lot of that was Prohibition era, and
what he wanted is whiskey.
Commutations of sentences. Thank you, Albie. You were awesome. Barack Obama did a lot of where they reduced the sentence. Where they take the last half, like they did with the traitor, the one that was caught for espionage, leaking to WikiLeaks.
I think that we should check into Roosevelt's because I bet half of those were whiskey runners.
Oh, yeah. Well, during Franklin D. Roosevelt, that's a lot of prohibition. That's 33 to 45. Harry Truman was at the tail end of prohibition. He pardoned 2,044 people. And you have to think that when Obama goes in and says, look, man, if you were like a dope dealer and you got life in prison because you had a pound of weed, he's like, I'm going to just end your sentence after the 18 years you've already served. Go out there and become something. So be it, man. Non-violent offenders is what he commutated on the sentences. That's the right term. I guess that's right. But it does say here he only did 64. Indicates an estimate, and no, it's not an estimated number. It says it's accurate. Theodore Roosevelt's was 981. That's an estimated. William McKinley was 918. That's also estimated. Grover Cleveland was 1,107. One more estimate.
What the hell is Grover Cleveland?
He was like the the 24th president, 28th president.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that name before in my
Yeah,
life.
Chester Arthur. You ever heard that? James Garfield, Robert Hayes.
I've never heard of Grover Cleveland ever in my entire life.
Jeff, I wouldn't call it lies. I would. Okay, let's call this. Let's say info, please. You are lying to me, info, please. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw this link up in the room, and I just want. We're gonna vet this. Okay, this is called vetting. This is what Donald Trump is doing. He is finding the truth. So this is where I had
Siri.
asked that. Okay, let's say this. Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, how many presidential pardons did Obama give?
Here's what I found on the web for how many presidential pardons
Okay.
did Obama.
So, what I've got is Wikipedia, which is about as reliable as me asking my little 15-year-old daughter. Pardons granted by President Obama. This is www.justice.gov. Okay, government website. This may be lies to lies, right? So let's go there. Justice.gov is the actual list of every person and what they were done. This is actually quite nice. I need a total count. I don't need every instantaneous case. Let's see if it's over 60 though. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
How many pardons did Obama give in his term?
Well, of course. Number of presidential pardons granted by Barack Obama.
Okay, give me a moment.
Justice.gov, okay, and
Here's what I found on the web for number of presidential pardons granted by Barack Obama.
does anybody notice that my Siri is Australian? Okay, pardons granted by President Barack Obama. The total was 212, according to this one. Okay, so 212 were pardons. List of people. This is, I don't believe in the Wikipedia, but we're going to see here. I will answer your question here in just a minute, Wendy. By the end of his presidency, Barack Obama exercised his constitutional power, okay, to grant executive clemency. Clemency, that is pardon, commutation, sentence, remission, or fine and restitution, or reprieve to 1,927 individuals. Now, if we stand on that 1,927 individuals, let's see, convicted of federal crimes. On clemency, 1,715 were commutations, okay? And 212 were pardons. So he only pardoned 212 people. He commutated the sentence of 1,715 people, including 504 life sentences for whatever they did, and had received lengthy and sometimes mandatory sentences at the height of war on drugs. That was his focus, was to take the teeth out of the war on drugs. So, did he pardon 1,927 people? No, he pardoned 212. Now,
that's a far cry from the 64, though.
Yeah, well, of course it's a far cry, and I even said info, please. I questioned that, which makes me question the rest of their facts. So this is Wikipedia, so we know that, well, he did not pardon 2,000 people. He commutated the sentence, which was reduced the sentences of 1,715 people, and 90% of that. Most individuals granted executive clemency by Obama were convicted on drug charges. So he took the teeth out of the war on drugs, which we all know is a waste of money. Plain simple.
What? No, it wasn't.
The war on drugs waste of money.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was a way for the government to get more money.
No,
but that is a far cry from the 64 as reported. So I will say infoplease.com. You are on the list of... You are no longer in my list of stuff to read. Good Lord.
I can tell you why it wasn't a waste of money, because in the small, well, it used to be the small town, now it's a city that I live in Oklahoma, the war on drugs, their federal grant money allowed us to get 2 more officers per high school, drug cops, to roam our high schools in brand new cars.
You know what, though?
We have 3 high schools.
Here's the thing. is if parents would parent their children, you wouldn't have a war on drugs. You'd have a bunch of kids getting their asses whooped.
But you can also raise a child perfectly, and they're going to turn out to do whatever the fuck they want to do, and it ain't always the parents' fault. Amen.
I believe that. I'll buy that. But yeah, roughly about 2,000 people is what he used his executive power of commutation/pardon, but he only pardoned 212 people. And that's the reason why he did that. Well, so he doesn't go down in history in the books where in 10 years people are trying to look back on these records. Well, President Obama wasn't that bad. He only did 212. We know it was 2,000 people, Yes, absolutely. Simple possession's a joke. If somebody doesn't go buy alcohol because they could tax it.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Why is it that you can go to bed with perfectly smooth skin and wake up with a chin hair that's 5 foot long? How did it grow that fast overnight?
That's kind of creepy.
No, seriously.
It's kind of creepy. I hope you guys heard that.
Question.
I hope you heard that. Maybe we can reach out to the audience. Ask the audience, period, on the Politically Incorrect Show with Rhino.
Ask any woman in the audience, and they're going to say, what the F?
What happens, why does it happen when you go to bed with perfectly clear, smooth skin and wake up with a whisker 18 feet long? I don't know. That's something that I don't know.
All women want to know the answer to that.
I don't know. I know Iran is on notice by the United States. We're really sticking our nose in that damn honey hive, aren't we? No joke. Al Franken for president. Come on with it. Bring him in. Al Franken. This is the National Journal. It doesn't get any more left than this, and I love it. After years of shunning the spotlight in the Senate, Minnesota's junior senator is in the limelight and would be a formidable candidate for the Democrats. There you go, Al Franken. Gotta love it.
On the screen.
It is on the screen.
No, I'm watching you on the big screen.
Oh, you want me to put the chat? I can put the chat on the screen.
Yeah, so then I can read it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
I can shrink my obs down.
I would like to shrink your obs down too.
I don't want you to get too small because I think you're beautiful just the way you are.
Aww.
Just the way you are.
Aww.
Wasn't that sweet? Right?
It was sweet.
Y'all like that, don't you?
You might get laid for that.
And brown chicken.
Right?
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, what I just agreed to? I can't do anything. Y'all crazy. Alfred updates, Finder Doctor, YouTube. Obs. It is not hot in here at all. You've lost your mind. Child, you lost. Wait till they show up coming out your ears, right? Ozzy. It happens.
Calm down, Aussie.
I know it happens. Alright, we're going to throw the chat up. Throw the chat up. So there's the chat. It's in the room. The reason for the 8-inch hair is for the same reason guys get boners. He's got a lead pipe, so I guess he's got a boner. Hey, if my name was Lead Pipe, I'd have that issue too. I'm just saying. So, same reason guys get boners, they grow great in the dark, right? Al Franken is the douche that lived right by me in the 70s. He's a dick then, he's a dick now. Get him, Albie! Get him! Tell us how you really feel, man. I'm just curious.
Okay. Now I can read what people say.
Now you read what people are saying?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so you can even watch me type. Right?
Thank you, Wendy.
He had good coke though. Well, Albie, I trust your opinion on that. I wouldn't know. I'm not a big fan of Coca-Cola. Not a lot of sodas for me. It gave me a lot of heartburn typically. But if you like Cokes, that's cool. In the South, we call Coke that's soda. Or pop.
It's pop.
Or pop. It's a pop. Give me a pop. What kind do you want? A Pepsi? I ain't got no Pepsi. Is Coke okay? Yeah, it's fine. Just listening for drugs right there, just like that. It's crazy. It's Tuesday night. You've got, coming up next is Geek Speak. After that's Donnie B. What a great freaking lineup for everybody tonight. Are Tuesdays not the bomb or what, man? Who?
And then that new show after Geek Speak.
Yep, it's vape stuff with Donnie B. All right, this winner, and here comes the winner is Zen Buddha. Congratulations, you get a second free education in San Francisco. A second free. I've just paid for your kids to go to college in San Francisco. All you got to do is move to San Francisco, enroll them in the fall, and it is absolutely free. Got you. Taking release them no longer made it a crime to be in possession
She's
of.
correct.
Yes, she's absolutely. And you know what happens with that, Wendy Braswell? Too many people who are making money off of that lose money. They want more people in prison.
That's about to be a non-issue anymore.
Yeah.
That everybody's kind of following suit with that one.
Pot's pot. Nobody cares. Here's some good news. The NFL commissioner. Fuck Odell. Lady Gaga, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Gaga. Did anybody watch the Super Bowl?
She did a great job.
I know you did. I know you watched the Super Bowl. I watched the Super Bowl. Albie watched the Super Bowl. Everybody watched the Super Bowl, mostly for the advertisements and a little bit to watch the Falcons absolutely kick the Patriots' ass the first half, and then
I loved the baby commercial.
And then, East Buddha Junior High School out of Georgia played the second half and got their ass whooped. But
what was everybody's favorite commercial? I like the baby one.
Which baby one?
The one where it was showing
all the stars as babies.
As babies.
That was funny. That's funny. Answer the Michelle question. Let's see. Michelle. Take all the people. Looking. What do you think about Michelle Obama saying she hated moving from the White House, that it was inconvenient for her? Do you think she packs a box? Okay. Michelle Obama probably hated moving from the White House because she's missing that butler service. Now she has to pay for it. Where before, the butlers kind of wait on you and stuff. Now they charge the president. If the president orders a sandwich from the White House kitchen, he gets charged for his lunches, and that happens. Now, Donald Trump is going to be charged for all the food that he eats in the White House, and he only makes $1 a year. So he says. It remains to be seen.
Somebody else tried to pull that stunt once before. I don't remember who it was.
Well, Donald Trump said it on public TV, and I'm believing he is delivering on what he said so far. So I say go for it. Do I think Michelle Obama raised a finger in the move? No. But was she able to do what she normally does on a daily routine? No. But do you know how long it takes to move one president out and one president in? 6 hours.
But
out of the White House into the White House.
She's a little more down to earth than you think she is. She's not very dainty.
Yeah, Wendy, you've got, but you see, when you read articles and they spin it like Trump is the alt-right Nazi neo, kill everybody of minority status. When they're writing articles like that, and they say Michelle Obama had slaved for 85 days trying to prep to move from the White House, the facts are what the facts are. I watched a documentary on how fast they move them in, move them out, and it's 6 hours to pack and leave the White House, and then to move the other person in. So, you wanted to go to the University of Pacific for dentistry? Well, look, if that's in San Francisco, consult the city of San Francisco, because the program I'm talking about is coming from them. And that's the city college there. So you're going to get a nice 2-year education that's going to be worth absolutely nothing when you graduate, because everybody around you is going to have the same degree, and it's going to be worth that of a GED or a high school diploma. Same thing. Oh, you didn't go to if you didn't go, don't go to the city college. They're going to laugh at you, like, oh, you're a dumbass, man. You didn't go to Algebra 101. But they're going to find that the quality of the student that signs up for a free 2-year school free 2-year education is going to start diminishing. And that they're going to have to...
Don't put that out there. That's
No.
not right.
This is the truth.
No, it's not. Because there's a lot of kids out there that come from poor families, like my daughter, for instance, who wants to learn but can't afford damn college.
They should. And the article didn't cover it because it was right-leaning. But they should only accept... They should have a standardized testing, like the SAT, ACT, these standardized tests, and only accept above a threshold. Because if you let every kid out there who can't score shit on a test, who never studied anything in high school, get their education, their graduation number is going to drop. They're going to lose federal funds based on federal standards, and they're going to have to dumb down the tests like they're doing to our public schools now. The teachers do 12 weeks of prep on these standardized tests every year to make sure the kids are passing. Yeah, it's countrywide.
We don't teach math like y'all teach it here.
We don't have... Well, we have Common Core in our
They
state.
do not do that in Oklahoma.
It's standardized across the federal government.
Nope, not there. They don't.
Sure they do.
Ask Sam. They do not teach Common Core in Moore, Oklahoma.
Well, I'm going to tell you now that the kids in Moore, Oklahoma are blessed to not have to suffer through Common Core. Why should I say 7 minus 3 equals 1 minus 2 equals 4 equals 6, blah, 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 blah. The number's 3 or 4, right? Common Core failed me. It did, right there.
And they don't teach Common Core in Defiance, Ohio either.
And that's probably smart.
Which is why my daughter was so far advanced when she came back to Moore, Oklahoma.
Zen, you're absolutely correct. Any education is better than nothing.
Amen.
When they passed the No Child Left Behind program, they screwed up then. But you know what? That was the right wing really, really, really trying to help. It was the right wing trying to help. And of course, when you have to have the government do simple things like tutor your children or help your daughters learn to read or other things, if you rely on the government to do things for you, that's kind of like the armed robber busts into your house. Do you pick up your gun or do you dial 911? He's got a gun pointed at you. The average police response time in this country is 21 minutes. What are you going to do? I mean, that's the choice. You want the government to protect you, or you want to protect yourself?
Well, in my house, I'd had to hit him with the gun because I had a trigger lock on there that I lost the key to. So,
guns, in my opinion, are part of the Second Amendment. The forming of a well-organized militia to protect the citizenry from a tyrannical government is necessary. You have to have the right to bear arms.
Are you going to play that? You should play that.
What's that?
What do you have on the screen?
Oh, Lady Gaga. She did a good job.
She did a great job.
I can't play that because it's courtesy of...
oh, that's right. You'll get everybody kicked
No,
out.
we're not going to have any technical troubles. So, Lady Gaga, who was the Super Bowl halftime show star, who did an absolutely stunning job with the help of, I think it was 1,100 drones that were the Starry Night. That was the stars that you saw in the night that were changing colors. Really awesome show. She did a good job. So, it's good to be Lady Gaga. Her sales have spiked 1,000% after the halftime show. And I might have to add that she did not turn political. Her show was about unity and good for her. As outspoken as she has been against Donald Trump, she did not use that platform to further that agenda, and I applaud her for that. 2 days removed from her well-received Super Bowl halftime performance, her music sales and streaming stats are soaring. Digital sales, Nielsen Music reports that she sold 125,000 song downloads. That's up roughly 960% compared to the day before the game. She sold over 23,000 albums on Sunday, representing a 2,000% increase. The newest song in her Super Bowl set, A Million Reasons, saw the biggest sales bump with 45,000 downloads, up 900% from one day earlier. In fact, A Million Reasons, a track from her October release, Joanne, and it had its best sales week ever, and good for her. I definitely applaud her for being a class act who has a lot of talent, and I'm impressed. I don't really care about her outspokenness on some of her political views, but people don't care for my outspokenness on mine, so it happens. Trying to help does lead to just that. Just trying. Hell yeah, leave my guns alone. Live in Texas. Glad they banned Madonna. Texas banned Madonna. Wendy, throw a link. Matter of fact, that's Google worthy. That's going in the search engine right now. Texas banned TEXAS bans Madonna. Texas radio station bans Madonna. Yeah, there you go. Cause she's un-American. Showing un-American sentiments. Well, there you go. Hits 105. There you go. Am I a conspiracy theorist? Oh, the U.S. did? I don't see that, but let's see. U.S. I see a Texas radio station banning un-American Madonna. Texas radio station. New York radio station banning. It's a lot of Texas. The U.S. did not ban Madonna. As reported by the New York Post, Hits 105 banned all songs by Madonna indefinitely due to her un-American sentiments. And maybe that was part of saying fuck you to 51% of the country. I don't know. I don't know how that all works out. What do you think about Madonna, honey?
If she has Advil, I love her right now.
There's still time. What's there time for, Ozzy? Just curious. Pacemaker data. Pacemaker data leads to arson charges against a man. Yeah. Data from a man's pacemaker led to arson charges. Now let's see what this is about. Investigators used the data. Now this is coming from WHIO, which is going to be Ohio-based, maybe Western Ohio. It doesn't really specify, but that's okay. Investigators used the data from Middletown man's pacemaker to help get an indictment in a fire that caused about $400,000 in damages. Ross Compton has been indicated on felony charges of aggravated arson and insurance fraud for allegedly starting the fire on September 19th at his Court Dognall house. Police said Compton gave statements that were inconsistent with the evidence at the fire. Compton has extensive medical problems, including an artificial heart implant that uses an eternal pump. Told police, or probably means external pump, told police that when he saw the fire, he packed some belongings in a suitcase and bags. He told police that he then broke out the glass of his bedroom window with a cane and threw the bags and suitcases outside before taking them to his car. So police got a search warrant for all electronic data stored in Compton's cardiac pacing device, according to court records. The data taken from his pacemaker included his heart rate, pacer demand, and cardiac rhythms prior to, during, and after the fire. Cardiologists who reviewed the data determined it's highly improbable Mr. Compton would have been able to collect, pack, and remove the number of items from the house, exit his bedroom window, and carry numerous large and heavy items to the front of his residence during the short period of time he had indicated due to his medical conditions.
Yeah, it would have been internal.
Poor guy. He just wanted his money. He just wanted his money, ladies and gentlemen. There's still time to ban Madonna, right? I'd buy that for $1. Or the U.S. did. They may have just threw both in and skimmed it. Here, Wendy, you've got to pace yourself on the digestion of news from Facebook. You've got to, if you read something and it's really fantastic, and when I say fantastic, it's like, wow, that's a little extreme, isn't it? Take just a couple minutes, Google it, and look. It'll help you. Garlic and herb pasta with fresh jumbo shrimp. It's absolutely amazing. I bet that sounds good. We're gonna eat it anyway. I eat some lime sorbet for First time I've been able to eat in weeks, but I want this nasal tube out. Ugh, Wendy, it's terrible. I do hope you're healing well. Wow, burns his house down and his pacemaker snitched on him.
That's terrible.
That's great. Rahm Emanuel, the Godfather. Come back here. Do not autoplay. Do not autoplay. Do not autoplay. Okay.
All right.
Now this comes from the Chicago Tribune. Rahm Emanuel. Too many Democrats care more about being right than winning. And is that not accurate? Is that not accurate? Are you not entertained? Mayor Rahm Emanuel warned Democrats they need to take a chill pill and realize they're not going to take back national power anytime soon. It's not going to happen in 2018. Emanuel said Monday at Sanford's Graduate School of Business in California, take a chill pill, man. You got to be in this for the long haul. As he did last month at an event in Washington, D.C., the mayor expanded on what he believes is the roadmap back to power for his party, putting moderate candidates such as veterans, football players, sheriffs, and business people up in Republican districts, picking battles with the Republicans, exploiting the wedges within the GOP, and fighting attempts to redistrict Congress on partisan grounds. So Rahm Emanuel is actually going at this with a cool head, and you almost have to applaud the guy, because while all the Democrats are running around saying that the porch is on fire, you have to applaud Rahm Emanuel for acting like a grown man, and that's a breath of fresh air. Oh, you don't use Facebook? Yeah, if somebody says, if the United States bans Madonna, and maybe you glanced over it kind of crooked, because that's pretty fantastic to me. I would read that and be like, oh, BS. That ain't gonna happen. You know, I think it's gonna ban Madonna. So, all right. And I think we got time for one more show before we delve into this Coventry by Infamous. Pelosi thinks it's still Bush. And we're going to go hard right on this one. Nancy Pelosi says, see nothing I can work with President Bush on. Poor Nancy. The message crafters of the Democratic Party do not need Republican enemies when they have Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters screwing everything up. During a press conference on Monday, Nancy Pelosi thought George W. Bush was still a president. Okay. I love you right-wingers. I do. She slipped. Oh, you need to get by? Okay, we'll stop. Give me 1 second. Oh, let me transition real quick. And we'll transition. Go ahead, bud. When the Speaker of the House, or the Minority Leader, jumps in and says, "Oh, it's Walter in the room." It's okay. Says George Bush, I can't work with George Bush. Well, he's not the president. I've been the president fucking 12 years. So, getting there. Did I make a New Year's resolution, Nitro? I did not. My New Year's resolution 2017 is to be vape poor as far as mods and addies go, to be 401k and savings account rich this year. I made a New Year's resolution myself too. And I've been following it for about 3 years now. Was to not make New Year's resolutions. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I really, for New Year's, I just wanted to be, wanted to listen more. And so far, I do a little bit of that. I want to be more understanding, especially with my daughters. That's my goal. To listen more, be compassionate, be showing people true compassion. And I had to terminate somebody today. And worst part of my job, absolutely, unequivocally, the worst thing that I ever have to do. How do you compassionately tell somebody that you're going to let them go? There isn't a way. There's no way, because it's almost like you try to sell it to them, right? You want to talk about New Year's resolutions? Compassionate, being understanding, being able to say, hey, I may not agree with you, but that doesn't make you a blithering idiot. You know? I don't cry. Oh, fuck that. I'm a man. Okay? I had big nickel-plated brass balls. All right? No. People that this happens to where I work have had ample warning. But there is a new sheriff in town. There is a new maintenance manager, and that's me. We take care of business, and we do our jobs. We do it well. Norm Peterson. Do the Norm. I got you. I got you from Cheers. I got you. Showing our age then. Right? Cheers is a little bit before my generation too. So now you're showing your age. That's okay. But yeah, being more compassionate in the new year was my goal. I want to be able to run a household, be a father, be a leader, and I want to be able to do it while bringing people up. Lifting people, lifting their families. And that's something I've really started doing at my job as the supervisor is, I have key people at each facility. And I went in today and I did timesheets, and, my lead guys, my number ones, they're all working 65 to 75 hours a week. And I walked up to the main guy. I was like, how was your weekend? And this was yesterday. He's like, Ryan, Sunday was the first day I spent with my family in 2.5 months. I said, well, I got good news for you. We don't work on Sunday anymore unless it's an emergency. And he's like, man, thank you. And then today I went in and he finished the job. I had an emergency job come up. We knocked it out. I said, hey, why don't you take off, man? It's 3 o'clock. I said, I'll cover the rest. He's like, really? I said, yes, sir. Go home. Enjoy your family. And he's like, yeah. Boom. And he's out of there, and I took care of it. Being compassionate and lifting people up was my resolution. And I'm really trying to deliver that. But letting people go, man, dread it, man. I hate it. But it's part of it. So, my daughters, man, I tell you, Penny, it's hard when your 15-year-old screams at you, you're not a good dad. It's so hard. And you just want to hold them so tight and just squeeze the life right out of them, right? You just want to just grab them and shake the shit out of them. But you can't do that. Boys are easy when they get older because you're like, go play in the woods. Girls are easy when they're babies because they're all about, I'm a little princess, I love my mommy and daddy. Then they hit 15. And they go from, I hate you. It went 7-day different. Kids went to the mamas, come back. Who are you and what did you do with my daughter? Like, what the hell happened? I don't know. Did you see that Volkswagen that hit you? I didn't hit you. Good Lord. It's exactly. If they're screaming that at me, I'm doing it right. Well, we try to keep them in line, but we try to do it with compassion, and that's the goal. You asked me my New Year's resolution. Even though my name's not Nitro. Walter's a good buddy of mine, so mine was to be more understanding. So, except for with Elaine. Obs, when she comes in the picture, it's all about,
You're full of shit.
Get my beer.
You're
Make my dinner.
Anyone anyone in chat who's ever met me personally knows you're full of shit.
Go get my shoes. Is that how it goes, baby?
You're full of shit.
Are you trying to come back in?
Yeah.
All right. Come on. You're clear.
Are you sure?
This is live. Just
Oh.
come in. I'm not going to show you. If I tell you it's true, it's true. All right.
You're full of shit.
But yeah, teenage girls can't control it, MJ. You're right. It's so many hormones, the chemicals, and they're like, "Wah!" You know, they're melting down inside their brains, and that's okay. And we just have to, it's the first time it ever happened to me, right? I mean, it's the first time is, because a week before that, she's like, I love my daddy, he's the best, and I'm like, yes, I am. I've been singing this song for 15 years.
Until you say the dreaded N-O word.
And then the next week it's like, kill him with fire! Kill him with fire! But we can't kill our children. We love our kids. And but yeah, man, what a great year it's been so far. I'm looking forward, man. It's already February. I filed taxes. I did my taxes. I haven't done my taxes before October in how many years? Oh my gosh, it's been 5 or 6, right? And I finally knuckled down, and Obs laughed at me. It was Saturday. Was it Saturday or Sunday?
Forever.
Okay, so Saturday. I'm sitting here, I was like, I'm gonna do my taxes real quick. And I was like, okay. She rolled over, went to sleep. Because I said the terms real quick. And it was like literally 2.5 hours. And I had all my stuff organized 2.5 easier.
And Scope can verify. Anyone that has boys and girls will tell you that boys are 1,000 times easier than girls ever are.
No, Scope just nailed it. Girls are easier. He said, fuck that noise. It's just the deferred plan.
That's right.
They just put it off until they're 15.
I have 2 sons and a daughter. My daughter is the youngest. And both my sons together were not even half the trouble my daughter.
Yeah, your daughter's been, she's got a mouth on her. She does. I mean, she loves you, and I can tell it sometimes. But yeah, the deferred plan, that's the perfect way to describe that, man, because it's like, I love my daddy. He's so, I hate you. Kill it with
I've been chasing
fire.
people away from my daughter since she was 13 years old, and it's a pain in the ass.
Oh, Scope said they trick you because they're easier in the beginning. Yes, they are. They, it's like, oh, did she make a little boo-boo diaper? And you go, dang, that come out of that? How did you make all this? And you're like, okay, that's just a fluke. No big deal. No more green pea soup for you, child. And then 13 years pass by, and it's just, fatherhood's amazing. Especially if you can be a full-time parent. I think that would be really, really amazing. But, it's what it is. Oz breaks out the wooden cooking spoon and gets your kid's ass in line. Right?
No, I used a flip-flop.
Yeah, Obs uses the ninja flip-flop. Because she could be across the room around the corner. That flip-flop's coming up.
True story. I
right
boomeranged it one time.
Boomeranged it. Just right there. That's where the flip-flop is. Like, but Mom, I don't. Yes, Mom. But Mom,
No, I used a hanger, a plastic hanger one time.
Plastic hanger? Did you boomerang it? Or just straight across?
No, I caught my son across his little butt, but he had jeans on, so it didn't hurt him.
Did I ever get hit with a cooking spoon? I remember picking the switch for my dad. Because that's what his dad did to him. Go out there and pick your switch.
Yep, we had to pick one, and if you picked one that was little bitty, she'd go out there and pick one or two and twine them together and whip you till they came apart.
I mean, that's, I've been I've been disciplined with a coat hanger. I have. I was disciplined with a paddle. My dad, when I was real young, had a paddle, like a literal 3/4 inch plywood. I helped him sand it down, paddle. Wrap the rope around the handle, paddle. And when he lit me up with it, didn't take but 1 or 2, and that thing would inspire fire in your brain. And you didn't do whatever just happened again. Are you going to go out of your, I had boundaries, street light to street light. Hell, I was, 6, 7 years old riding my little bicycle. Yay, we're riding bikes. All right, son, your boundaries are from here to here. If you go past that, you will get the paddle. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm out there riding. I go past the boundaries. My dad comes out and catches me. He says, inside now. Okay, I get home. Son, were you out of your boundaries? No. Did you just lie to me about it? No. Wow! You never would ever go outside your boundaries again. Or would you lie about going outside your boundaries again? Now, that was my problem. I lied about going outside my boundaries, and he lit my tail up, man.
Okay, I have a story about paddles.
Paddles.
So back in the day, and most of you can verify, when we were in, grade school, middle school, paddling was acceptable in the school.
Yep.
And I got called down to the principal's office one day, and that big bastard was sitting on his desk. I was like, oh my God. He accused me of being in the boys' bathroom, making out with a boy, and when the band teacher walked in, the band teacher said, what are you doing? And I supposedly said, I'm busy, get out. Okay, first off, what's wrong with that story is I was in fucking band. And I was not in the boys' bathroom making out with anybody. Okay? So I got paddled, and I mean paddled to a degree that you should never be paddled in your life. And then I got suspended from school for a week. And then when I got home, we all know what that meant.
Yeah.
I got the belt. Like, nobody should ever be belted in their life. 3 days into my suspension, we lived across the street from the school, literally. Mm-hmm. 3 days into suspension, the principal walks over to my house. My mother had taken off work to stay home with me to make sure I stayed at home. And apologized to my mother and said that the real girl came forward who looked extremely like me and said that she couldn't take it, her conscience was bothering her, and that she was the one in the bathroom, and that she was the one that told the band director off. My mother demanded a letter of apology to me, and that was it.
Zen says you should track her down.
A letter of apology. That's what I got. I had bruises on my ass for 6 months.
6 months worth of bruises.
And I was in band. Needless to say, I quit band. Because that blind bastard didn't need to see me no more.
One time at band camp, I got my ass whooped. I got beat. They had a bad day. I like, and I too received the paddle. The last year in Florida that they allowed corporal punishment, I was in first grade, backmouthed the teacher, 2 licks with a paddle, 3 licks, I forget how many it was. I know I'll tell my dad. And he says, that's fine, we've already called your parents. Whap! 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 Ah! Okay? And when I told my dad what happened, whap! 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 Ah! Okay, needless to say, I didn't badmouth my teachers anymore. Now, some of these kids nowadays, some of our fair children
need to be paddled.
Need the asses whooped.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to it.
But you know what? I can't get Ryan to paddle me to save my life, so I don't know what the hell's wrong with him.
Grandma had you go cut your own switches. The thinner ones would hurt less. Only took one time to realize. Absolutely. More airspeed. Yeah. Woof. A lot of speed and a really small contact patch. That will light your life up. All right, I'm looking at 9:46. Up next, Geek Speak with the Scope. Gotta work the booty, right? I'm working on it, man. Working on it. I'm still got my junior training wheels. But 50 Shades Darker does come out this summer, so we're looking forward to that one. And And
they did a terrible job with that movie.
Yeah, I never even watched it.
It was awful.
I read a piece of the first book and I was like, oh, whatever. This is freaking girl porn. And
you read every bit of that book.
I did not read that book. Tan that ass like you mean it, right? Get a Scope. He's like, yeah. All right, Scope's your biggest cheerleader right now.
I love Scope.
I know Scope has got some seriously good e-liquids. Even if Grim Green said the label was whatever.
If you haven't tried Mad Scope, you are missing the fuck out. I'm telling you right now.
I would tell you, when Nick hits that thing and goes, it's good. Just like that. Boom. It's all you need. And I hope you were able to get in contact with Nick and get him kind of squared away on his wayward review ways. Facebook seems to be a very good way to do that. But I want to talk about, with our last 5 minutes of the show, I want to talk about Coventry. Okay, Scope got some of this. Walter got some of this, which was thereby pillaged by your very own Rhino.
No.
Okay, so Nitro got some of this. Scope got some of this, which means it was naturally stolen by Obs, and therefore pillaged by Rhino. And quite frankly, yeah, it's good. So what we're looking about is a flavor by Infamous that was influenced by Coventry Village. Okay. And off of their website, it states that it's a unique inspired take on the region's famous strawberry whipped cream clad cake known as casata cake. Okay. So it's a strawberry whipped cream cake, and it's extremely accurate. It's a bit on the delicate side. A heavier PG presence probably would have made it pop more, but it's a traditional 70-30. So, this e-liquid is very well done. And I'm going to tell you, when you tongue test it, okay, and this Scope knows all about this because he does this. I do a large swath, covers the entire base of the tongue, all the way to the front.
Yeah, you do, baby.
Right?
I like it a lot.
The cake is clean. The whipped cream is a hint. The strawberry is a moderate note. Cake seems to be forefront on it, which would be in a casata cake scenario. It's accurate. Tongue testing is accurate. When you vape it, and I've been vaping it all evening. I get a lot of cake on the primary inhale. I get a hint of the strawberry on the exhale. The whipped cream kind of balances out from the front to the back. Okay, so when I exhale, I still get the hint of the strawberry, and then the whipped cream hits me at the tail end, and then I taste the entire taste of the whipped cream, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, it's Coventry is well done, well packaged. I'm not a fan of glass, but that's me, guys. You may love glass. I think glass is a hindrance more than a helper. I think it looks, ooh, look at me, pretty. If you're going for retail sales, this looks good on the shelf. If you're going for something that's going to be function over form, the plastic needle drippers are the best way to go, in my opinion. But yeah, Coventry by Infamous. The nick is clean, not peppery at all. The 3 milligram is very, very, very spot on as far as the accuracy goes. I can't say enough good things about it. Their labels, unlike Scope's, has all the warning labels on it, and it has Prop 65 and whatever the other stuff Nick was dragging about it. It even has ingredients, has all this stuff, and it doesn't look like it was done in somebody's bathtub. But I love you, Scope.
Why am I ordering from Canada, Scope?
Yeah, Infamous is a little bit. Yeah, well, yeah. Scope is distroed out of Canada now. But I bet you, I know a guy with a nice message that could send me an invoice.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, real quick.
But so Scope, if you have time, 8 minutes before your show, to stop what you're doing, and message Obs, that would be great.
If you could send Obs an invoice.
Think she's wanting some Mad Scope maybe sometime tomorrow. If you could reach out, that would be great. Hold hold their ankles to stand. Oh, see, I remember watching my manly boys have them stand in front of the classroom, bend over, hold their ankles, and get paddled with that friggin' paddle with holes in it. That's brutal, man. I'm gonna tell you, Zen, that it's the best thing since sliced bread, especially if you're running the TFV8. Because when you open the TFV8 up, it's got that little hole right there, and you stick your little plastic needle in there, and you go, and when it overfills, you suck the balance out, right? It's, boom, never overfill, never overdrip, never nothing. It just runs. And I have become just like Joe in the aspect of I don't want to build anymore. All I do is when it tastes bad, I unscrew it, I throw it out the frickin' window, I put a new one in it, and it's done. I don't litter. I actually put it in a little plastic bag in the trash. So, what's that?
Yeah, I can't. The shipping is too much.
Oh, Infamous's shipping is pretty.
No. To get Scope out of Canada.
Oh, from Canada. Okay. Well, we'll reach out to him. Right. It's what it is, Crispers. That's the way it goes, man. But with all that being said, we are, alas, at the end of the show. It is 9:55. You are tuned into Vaping Underground Live, the #1 network as chosen by you, the people, according to Guide to Vaping. You're watching Politically Incorrect with Rhino and Obs. Coming up next is Geek Speak, the Technophile Especials, the 1-hour edition, followed up by Donnie B's new show right here on Tuesday nights. He premiered last week, and he is going to definitely bring his A game tonight again. So we are looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in to the not so much about vape show, but hey, it's Politically Incorrect Vape Show. Rhino and Obs, we're here every week just for you, the people. And
Good night, everybody.
We look forward to seeing you next week, guys. So be safe, take care of each other, and see you soon.